All right, guys, get on in here. Get on in here. Let's chop it up about these Chiefs, baby. Let's chop it.
Game time, lights on, let the combo start. Quarterback debate, we go deep, not dope. Legacy talk, got the fans in a trance. Might drop moments, get the taste of dance. From the field to the feed, we keep it tight. Thumbnails popping, got the visuals of right. Heavy team heat, every string's a sensation. Welcome to the zone, game time conversations.
Come on in, guys. Let's talk about this Chiefs victory, man. Let's talk about it.
Game time, lights on, let the combo
Let's talk about it, guys.
Back the base, we go deep, not low. Legacy talk, got the fans in a trance. Might drop moments, get the taste of dance. From the field to the feed, we keep it tight. Thumbnails popping, got the visuals of right. Heavy team heat, every string's a sensation. Welcome to the zone, game time conversations.
All right, guys. Y'all heard that new little intro? You know what I'm saying? Come on in. Let's talk Chiefs, guys. Let's talk Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's invited. Don't matter if you're a Lions fan. Don't matter who you are. We're talking Chiefs over here. We're gonna get right into it. You see, I dropped the link up here. It's pinned in the comments as well. You can come up if you want. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up with me. But with no further ado, let's really get into the business, man. Let's get into the business. So, if y'all been following me, you know that I have been saying a certain thing about these Chiefs, right? And what I've always said to y'all is, since all this is going down, is I've been telling y'all Andy's got to do better with the play call. I've been telling y'all we need to run the rock. The offensive line has to block. Patty has to play better. Now, if y'all notice something, since this year, the Chiefs are 2-2. Okay, they 2-2. With that 2-2, they 2-2. And the reason they 2-2 is when the running back has over 100 yards, we've won the two games. When the running backs have under 100 yards, we've lost those two games. So since Mahomes has been a starter, he's 10-3 when the running backs have got 100 yards rushing. One issue that we've all been noticing is that we like to say, since the enemy left, that the offense has changed. Since Matt Nagy got here, the offense has changed. It's got stagnant. It's got stale. But there's one thing that we are all not like diving into or paying attention to. We probably need to fine tune our coaching eye. You dig what I'm saying? Probably need to fine tune the coaching eye. And what I mean by that is this right here. Since Pat had Tyreek has been special, and we've had that big playability. Pat chunk it up, Tyreek run down there, he catch that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? He do his thing, big plays, quick slants, don't matter. Tyreek can take it to the house. All right, Kelce was young. He can take those little 5-yard outs and get low. Well, Kelce's gotten a little season. That's fine. But we got to understand something. What did the defense do to us? What did the defense do to us that we did not adjust to? That's what we got to look at, guys. We got to look at what the defense did to us that we didn't make adjustment to. Andy did not make the adjustments. We got to look at that, okay? And what that tells me is every team, the NFL is a copycat league. Every team in the NFL will copy what another team does if it's successful. Look at what the Detroit Lions did to Baltimore. What did we do to Baltimore? We did the exact same thing. We put a spy over Lamar. We put belt to ass to him. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we did. We put a spy over that boy, and we went straight up Pootie Tank style on his ass. You see what I'm saying? That's what we did to Baltimore. So what did the teams do to us? They knew we were struggling. What was we struggling with? Too high safety, which means they're taking away the deep shots. We struggle with that. Why did we struggle with that? Because one, play calling, and maybe a little bit of stubbornness by Andy to not be willing to run the rock, which is what I've been telling y'all. Run the rock. Easiest way to beat too high safety is you run the rock, or you do the original version of the West Coast offense. Okay, the original version of the West Coast offense was quick slants, 5-yard outs, just quick shots, 3 and 4, 5 yards. Let the receiver do his thing and break them down. All right, that was the original concept of the West Coast offense. Andy took the West Coast offense and he modernized it to take deep shots. Deshaun Jackson, okay, Mike Vick, T.O., Jonathan McNabb. That's what Andy did. He modernized it. He expanded on this thing. The problem was, I think Andy kind of got away from the principle of the system. The games that we have won, we're now 3-3. The games that we have won, guys, let's take a peek at it. We ran the rock, okay? We got over 100 yards rushing the rock. We implemented the original version of the West Coast offense, where we just go in, we dip and we dab, we dink and we dunk, we take 5 yards and turn them into 8, 10 yards, i.e. Travis Kelce on the first play. Came in, sat down in the zone, caught the ball, turned it up, juked 2 guys, got a first down. The next play, Juju Smith-Schuster. Mahomes ran, rolled to the right, looked to his left, Juju's over in the hole, he hits him in that little quick hole, Juju gets 30 yards. That is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. We don't have to be the most explosive. We don't have to be the Tyreek Hill over the top, kill you every time the team. Sometimes we got to take what the team and the defense is giving us, guys. Sometimes we got to just sit back and take what they give us. And if we want to take a deep shot, we got to set it up now. It's not just, hey, we got the fastest guy on the field and he's going to cook you, and that's it. That's not how this is going to go, okay? And teams are preparing for that. They know we got speed. They know we got Worthy. They know we got Brown. They know we got Rice. Everybody's 4.2 or faster. You know what I'm saying? The league knows. They catch up to you. It's a part of it. This is how this works. They catch up to you. So the league is caught up to us with that, and now Andy has to make adjustments. This is why our offense has struggled in the beginning. Since the enemy left, since Nagy been back, it ain't the coordinators, okay, themselves. I'm gonna say it's part of the coordinator and it's part Andy, because Andy has to let them call the game. Either Andy's gonna be the head coach and the offense coordinator, or Andy needs to be the head coach and fire the offensive coordinator. It's simple as that. You can't have both. You can't have both. We're not saying Andy can't call plays, but somebody has to have the wherewithal to tell Andy, man, they ain't too high. We need to run this rock. We need to check this down to a quick, short pass. You know what I'm saying? Something simple. To keep the offense rolling, we got to stay above the chains. You see what I'm saying? We got to be above the chains. We got to stay in front of that down and distance. We can't be third down and 15 and 3rd and 8 and all of that, because one, we didn't run the rock. Jalen Moore, you can look at Jalen Moore. I mean, Jalen Moore, the offensive tackle. What's going on, T? Look at Jalen Moore, a prime example. He came in, that dude was out there blocking his tail off last night, man. Opening up holes for Pacheco, Hunt. It looked great. It looked good. That's what we have to do. And the sooner we get out of our own way and understand that we have to run the rock, we have to remember where that West Coast offense come from and use it to our advantage, because teams are going to keep using this too high safety on us until we break the code. We've seen that we can do it, but will Andy call the game plan to do it or not? Steve, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts?
My thoughts on the game last night?
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
Let me think. Let me process this. I gotta get my flatbread for next week. Shoot. So y'all don't see all this dome coming at you.
Hey,
My thought is, man, I'm gonna be a realistic fan.
Yeah.
Game was refreshing. Haven't had a game like that in a little bit, where we had a plan, we executed the plan, and it seemed like we stuck to the plan, right? So my biggest surprise of the night was that we stuck to the plan, because there's been several times this year, last year, the past 3 years, where we start running the ball, we see success, we realize the success, and then boom, all of a sudden it just changes and we're doing something else. Or we go into halftime, we come out of halftime, and it's like a whole total another team's coming out of the tunnel. Sometimes it works where we win, whether it be a close game, a nail biter, an overtime victory, a Butker kick. But last night was the first time I could honestly say, okay, we played our game, right? And I just think if we play our game, we don't lose. I think we can run the table if we play our game. Now, that's the positive.
Yeah.
And that game is 90% positive. But before I can say we're back, like a lot of people are saying we're back, I have to say we're back for one game, and it felt great. Can we string together a couple games? Can we build some real momentum? Because it's only week 5, right? Week 6, I'm sorry. It's only week 6. So we got 11 more games to play, and we have been known to switch gears. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't know, man. I just don't know. I hope it doesn't happen. But we got a lot of things we're still working on. O-line still gelling. I'm really impressed with the O-line. O-line still gelling. King Suma is coming to play. I like him. $15 million. I thought that was a lot for a backup, but he got us a must-win game yesterday. That guy, Moore, he played his tail off, and he should be really he should really feel like he's part of the team now. He's just not a new guy that's not contributing, just getting paid. Running backs probably kept Beach from going to get somebody last night, because I'm thinking Beach might have been looking into that. You know, you got Hall out there, you got the boy from the Saints out there. So
Kamara.
So all that stuff's positive. I mean, we got so many freaking receivers. It's crazy, right? And we got the big boy coming back this week. So that's a positive. But can our coaching staff keep it a positive by feeding everybody? I think the best thing also last night, I got like 17 best things. I think another great thing was everybody got to play. I want to see all the Chiefs players' skill sets. Everybody got to touch the ball. Patrick did a phenomenal job getting all the guys involved. Coaches did a great job getting all the guys on offense in position to win. Defensively, man, I'm a little concerned at a couple players. And it's not necessarily the players, but I think the play calling put guys in position to where they won't be successful, or they can't be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Past years, maybe they've been successful, like Bolton. Man, if I see Bolton trying to backpedal, turn his hips with these gnats out there running routes, I don't think that put Bolton in the right position. Bolton going downfield, tacking, being a disruptor, beast mode, tackling boys, hitting boys, putting his physicality, which I think the team needs. I think Bolton looks great. I think the defense looks like it's clicking on all cylinders. It allows new players, young players like Leon Chanel to have a beast game like he did yesterday. It allows Drew Tranquil. He's a little freelancer. Sometimes Drew get out of position, but that's Drew, right? Drew's a freelancer. Let Drew think he's back in high school playing safety sometimes, you know. And I even think that helps Chris Jones not look like he's not playing, because Chris Jones will take 2-3 double team, triple team, and the running back will run past him. And they're like, man, Chris getting ate up. Well, not really. Chris is eating up blocks. So we need Bolton to fill that hole. But if Coach got Bolton backpedaling, he's not going to fill that hole.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that, because one thing that we both noticed from that game yesterday was that every time that they didn't have Bolton attacking, he did not look like himself. You know what I mean? Like you said, anytime he had to turn and break over for them tight ends or them deep over routes across those middles, man, he was always like seconds or 2 steps, 3 steps slow. He couldn't do nothing with it. But when they had him attacking, Bolton looked like Bolton. He looked amazing. Like that's the Nick Bolton we paid all that money to.
I was at the crib saying M-I-V.
You know what I mean? That's the Nick Bolton we paid, man. And then as far as like you said with Spags, I mean, I think we got the defensive players there on the field, in the team, in the locker room. But I think Spags is gonna have to expand his horizons. He did a little bit, because if you notice, Hicks was a healthy scratch. Hicks didn't really get in the game. He was on special teams. He played on special teams, but he really wasn't in the game. They had Connors in at safety, and then Cook came out a couple times, and they had that other dude. I can't think of his name, number 30. They had him in there a lot yesterday too. So he mixing it up. But I don't think he figured out that right mix just yet. You know what I'm saying? Of what he wants to do. But I'm gonna tell you what we gotta have. We paid for a lot of money to come from the Chargers, all right? And this guy ain't been healthy yet. Like, we paid this guy a lot of bread to come play corner, and he ain't been healthy yet. We got somebody that I believe can do that job with no question. You know what I'm saying? And
who's that?
We got to put Nolan. We got to put Nolan Williams in.
He got some run yesterday, though, did he?
Yeah, he got some run yesterday, but it took a minute for him to get him in the game. Like, why do we gotta wait so long to get him in the game? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I don't understand. Like, why we gotta wait so long to get him in the game? Like, get him in the game. Let's see what he do. You know what I'm saying? Give him an opportunity, man. And just so you guys know, we are going to address every comment that we can get to. We will address every comment that we can get to. So feel free to comment. We will address it. T, I'll let you take this first comment, man. You see what he said right there?
Oh, that Casey played the perfect game. I don't know if we played the perfect game, right? Mm-hmm. I think we played so many perplexing games that it's like when you're just starving and you get a little food, you think you're eating filet mignon. We haven't had the steak yet. We had a nice juicy burger last night. Well, I'm telling you, this team can do better, right? To your point with the Hicks not getting in the game, that's a mistake. I think you got to figure out a way to play both those guys. Yeah. And I wouldn't say the Lions didn't play when both teams didn't play a perfect game, but I wouldn't say the Lions played a bad game until they gave up on their identity. When the Lions stopped running the ball, they were dead after that. I actually believe if the Lions kept running the ball, we're in another dogfight.
I totally agree with that, T. Because I mean, yeah, the Lions should tip the cap to the Chiefs because we won. We shut down a high-powered offense, and we did it in a good fashion. But at the same token, both teams really missed and left plays out there on the field. And I have to agree with this. There is one thing that I don't think teams or coaches, for some strange reason, they keep doing this, and I don't know why, but they keep doing this one thing. And I call this the Baltimore syndrome. You know what I'm saying? I call it the hardball game. All right. So anytime a team is like fighting with us and we're in it and we're like neck and neck, they'll run the ball. We'll struggle with running. We'll struggle with stopping the run. The moment we get up, the first thing that'll happen is that team will stop running the ball. They'll stop doing what they were doing that was so successful. Now, call it the Pat Mahomes fear. Call it the hardball game. I don't know, but we see it happen multiple times with every team, where teams wouldn't be down here going for it on fourth down. When they see us, they like, we gotta go. We gotta go. But we haven't even put out on film to me to be that scary. What do you think, T?
Man, I thought about this today. I think it's Arrowhead. I think that we played in so many big games, right? And we play in Arrowhead all the time. I think these teams get off the plane and come to Arrowhead and they think they know how loud it's going to be. They think they know how disruptive the crowd's going to be. Mm-hmm. And I think when they get in these games, little things seem bigger than what it is. Like a 4-point lead. It seemed like a 4-point lead yesterday. I think it was a 4-point lead. Whenever we got the lead, a 4-point lead just seemed like insurmountable. So they just started to panic and get out of their identity. And I think because when we got the lead, that crowd exploded because, man, it was quiet as prayer time at church. When the pastor said, bow your heads, Arrowhead got quiet last night when they took the lead. When they took the lead, it was quiet. And they were in their game. And then when Arrowhead erupted, I just believe there's something to that 12th man at Arrowhead. Where Arrowhead erupted, they thought they were in an AFC championship or win or go home game, and they started to panic. And when that team doesn't run the ball and you have that statue Jared back there, man, that team offense goes from 40 points a game to 17.
Man, that was an impressive. I will say this: the first half defense was very underperforming. Right, it was underperforming. But that second half, when they came out that second half, man, that D line bowled up and they stood up and they did everything that they supposed to do and they should have done. But like I said, I would like to see some of our players be put in a better position when it comes to where they're lining up at, what they're doing with the schemes. And like I said, we need Hicks. Hicks is one of our best tackles, period, point blank. He's one of our best tackles in the secondary. And according to PFF, Noel is one of our better cornerbacks too. Okay, so we gotta incorporate these guys when we have them on the squad and put them out there and let them play. You know what I mean? But my question to you is, what did you think about how we dinked and dunked and used the West Coast offense the way it's designed, and Pat didn't just go out there trying to chunk it and force it? What do you think about that?
Man, I'm going to tell you something. Patrick Mahomes is my favorite quarterback.
Yep.
But I call it like I see it. And I saw Pat playing football and not playing quarterback these first 5 games. Okay. Taking off running, putting the shoulder down. And for like regular fans, that's great. That's the Patty Mahomes magic, right?
Yeah.
But when you're looking at, man, that shoulder could give out, or Pat could get hurt, or Pat's not playing quarterback. When Pat doesn't play quarterback, we win games, but we don't get to see all the other players play. But when Pat is taking what the defense is giving us a majority of the time, I think he's the baby goat for a reason. So he doesn't necessarily have to play conventional football, meaning if it's too high and he wants to go deep, I think he can go deep, right? He can place the ball where he needs to place the ball. But when Pat's not doing that, as often as he normally does that, the playoff script, and he allows Juju, Worthy, man, Hollywood getting 2 TDs. We finally saw the speed of Hollywood yesterday.
Yeah.
Travis looking like pre-Tay Travis, right? I was gonna say something different, but this is public. This is public. But I mean, I just want to see all the players play. And I think when Patrick is playing like that, he looks like a quarterback. The talking heads on TV may try to make it negative by calling the dink and dunk. No, that's playing quarterback. That's playing quarterback. That's being a leader. I saw him for the first time out of these eyes, Doc, look like a leader last night.
He did.
I saw him look like – he always sound like a leader.
Yep.
Great with the mic. Great in the pregame.
Yep.
But last night on that field against that team that was supposed to be, all that, he looked like a daggone goat. He looked like a leader. And he looked like – and I want Patrick hopefully your viewership can get up to where this can get to Patrick. So, but I want Patrick to hear this. That guy looked like a leadership with his play less than. What I mean by that is he looked like a leadership yesterday with his brain. And to me, that's the GOAT. When you play quarterback position with your mind and your brain, that's when you are a leader because you're doing like a majority of the thinking for the team. So you're telling all the players, don't think, just play. I'll think for us. Ball will be where it's got to be. And yesterday, I saw that. I was like I was his dad or something. I was proud. I was like, man, my boy out there, he took another page. Now, everybody on TV is talking about it's scary because how many points we put up, talking about it's scary because of the Patty Mahomes magical plays. But I'm going to tell you what's scary for the league. And it's not scary for next week. It's scary for the next 7 years. If Patrick Mahomes' brain catches up to these all-time greats like a Montana, a Peyton Manning, or a Tom Brady, it's going to get nasty for the league. If Patrick Mahomes' brains exceed those guys, he's the GOAT. Doesn't need 7 Super Bowls. He's the GOAT.
My opinion is, I'll be honest with you. I feel like Patty is already in that room with those guys as far as his brain. I just feel like because they push the narrative of that he needs to push the ball down the field and he needs to make these big plays, right? Patty does it. But I also see that if you watch yesterday's game, that was one of the most comfortable games that Patrick was in, to where like he didn't look bothered. You know what I mean? Like his mental state, he looked like he was mentally ready to go out there and do what he had to do. So he's a competitor. We all know Pat is a super duper competitor. So he hears all the talk. You know what I'm saying? He hears all the naysayers, the doubters. He hears all that. But I just feel like at some point in time, Andy has to stop trying to force Pat to do things that's not good for the team. And somebody has to be that trust or that go-to to tell Big Red, hey, back up.
So here you go. Here you go. You try to get Alex a job.
Listen,
Alex cool on ESPN. Alex cool on ESPN.
Hey, man,
you try to get Alex a job.
Hey, whether it's Alex, hey, I feel like this. It could be Matt Nagy. How about that? Just somebody.
It could. It could.
I'm cool with Nagy staying. If somebody can just be the voice of reason to say, hey, man, listen, why like that game against Jaguars? Pat, we was third. I think it was like 1st and 19. We got all the way to 3rd and 24. He took the ball 3 straight plays, bro, and just threw it deep.
See, he did.
Come on, man.
he did. That had you at your crib like this. Yeah, but here's the point. Here's the point that I was trying to make. I don't think Andy is making Pat do anything.
Yeah.
I think because Pat's the one since St. Joe saying he's going deep. I think Pat's like that quarterback that can't read the defense and just, I'm going to throw the ball where I want to throw the ball. And I think for the first 5 games, he wanted to be a deep ball thrower.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and the reason why I say that is because every one of those plays, including the Jaguar game,
mm-hmm.
when he went 3 in a row deep, it was a couple dudes underneath wide open.
Yep, for sure.
And he didn't have to go deep. Like Andy went in his ear saying, go deep.
Yeah.
Andy said, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to go deep. Now he has to use his brain and be like, let me set it up. I think you said this earlier on the video or on the stream.
Okay.
He has to set it up and then go deep.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I think that's not the coaches. That's not the game day coaching. Now, if he was hearing that all practice, go deep.
I get it. Well, I guess what I'm saying is, I ain't saying Andy forcing him, but Andy's giving him. I feel like Andy's allowing him to go deep and do these things. And I'm saying somebody has to either dial it back down and say, hey, that's not available. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what we do.
Yeah.
Whether it's Andy telling it to Pat or Nagy telling it to Andy, but we just gotta stress that we can't go out here on it's 1st and 19. Why don't we get 5 or 6 yards? You know what I'm saying? Get 5 or 6 yards. Go down. If we're gonna come out and run 3 straight passing plays and it's 3rd and 24, and we get down there, why don't we go, get a quick 5, get a quick 8, and then make it manageable when we get to 3rd down, so we ain't in 3rd and 24 and we just didn't threw the ball away 3 dang on times for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
So if I hear you correctly, I think what you're saying is the play calling has to be nobody's going deep because this dude can't handle it. He's gonna take a shot. So you want them to do that?
All I'm saying is this: we can't win a game. We can't win the game or get back in the game in one play drive with what we have right now. Like when we had Tyreek, we could throw a quick slant and Tyreek could take it to the house. He had that kind of quick wiggle. He could get low. When we had those kind of games, Kelce could line up on the line of scrimmage and go for a 5-yard slant and take it 30, 40 yards, maybe even go to the house. Kelce can't do that anymore. So when we see Kelce do these big games, people are not understanding that Kelce is on the move, and then he's already starting, and then Kelce's looking like a bag of money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But with Worthy has that straight inline speed. Once Worthy get up on you, it's over. He's gone. He's going past you, but he don't got that quick wiggle, quick twitch like a Tyreek. So what I'm saying is, when we get out there, I'm saying take what the defense is giving you. If you see them in too high, there's no need to force the ball up top unless you just got a man open. Unless you got that man open, don't throw the ball to the right when your receiver's over here on the left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
and that's why, man. That's why I give Andy, Nagy, and Patrick credit for whatever adjustments they made from the previous game.
Okay.
I mean, man, it's week 5 at that point. They probably talked to him. He's still a young guy. He probably felt a little pressure that, man, I got to get us back in it. And you play sports. From what I hear, you was pretty daggone cold with it too.
Yes, sir.
And when you the best player, and you looking out of this eye, and you see your boys not bringing it today, you like, man, I'm gonna have to do a little extra. Yeah. And I think yesterday, a couple things happened. He didn't have to do extra because he played himself into a good game. Like some of those games, man, where it's like, man, Patrick running for his life. You won't have to run for your life, son, if you just boop.
Yeah.
Juju. Boop.
Just throw it away. Sometimes you can throw it away. Like I said,
you can hit Andy or you can hit Juju.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't hurt.
You don't have to hit Worthy. Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt. But like I said, that one game against the Eagles where they blitzed him, Pat didn't read his hot route. Juju was wide
at all.
He didn't read
That's the game you pointed out. I can't remember. Where the middle linebacker was coming at Patrick, where our receiver was occupying his space as he vacated.
Exactly.
And he's looking in the same direction, and he still looked at his feet and started running.
Yeah. And those are the things that, you know what I'm saying, we're not saying we over here like mad at Pat, because Pat is doing Pat things. Pat is right now, pro football, they're saying Pat is number 2 as far as, you know what I'm saying, MVP voting right now because of what he's been doing. That's what that's what the talking heads are saying. That's what they screaming. So
they got Baker number 1?
Huh?
They got Baker number 1?
Yeah, they got Baker at 1. But we're not saying that Pat is bad. We just saying there's areas of improvement, and that if we can get those areas of improvement and we can stay on track, then we have a chance to actually, be more successful, and we got a chance to probably run this table because, in my opinion, there's really no scary team out there in the league right now.
Man, you know what they say when you at the blackjack table, if you can't find a sucker in 30 minutes and you the sucker,
man.
If you can't see a scary team out there, then we the scary team.
There you go.
We the boogeyman. We are the boogeyman, dog. And I think And I think we're the boogeyman because Patrick Mahomes last night turned a corner.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that a player at that level has a couple more corners he could turn. This thing could get nasty for. This thing could get great for the city of Kansas, for Kansas City. This thing could get great for the fans of the Chiefs. This thing about to get nasty. And here's the one thing I want to get your opinion on this. Here's the one thing I don't want to happen. Rashid Rice is that dude. Okay, it's not going to be because Rashid. You called it a couple weeks ago. You said Rashid can come back, but if he can't get the ball, then he just. I mean, we got 7 of those.
Yeah,
it's that, and I'm not trying. You can tell my homer level has gotten to 77. I'm at 77 tonight. That Patrick Mahomes brain yesterday, he turned a corner. I thought about it all day today. About to get fired from my job. I was distracted. I almost had to go down there and put my name on that long waiting list for $15.87 to give me a steak. Patrick Mahomes turned a corner, Doc. Yeah. And it was something I've been crying for the last couple years. I was blaming Nagy. I was blaming the receivers. I was blaming the drops. I saw a leader emerge. I saw a leader go to the next level. And I think, man, now watch who do we play next? Raiders?
Yeah, play Raiders.
Now watch Max Crosby blow my whole thing.
No, Max Crosby ain't gonna blow it. I'm gonna tell you why. I think when Andy came into the locker room after the game, right? He told the team, I want y'all to be focused on what this feels like. I want y'all to really pay attention to how this feels and this momentum and what we got right here. We need to figure out a way to hold on to this. So to me, this is what it symbolized to me when I heard Andy say that. That means that, hey, we're going to have to change some things. We're going to change some things. And we're going to do things a little bit different. But like I said, when we look at Pat and all the things that happens, I know Andy Reid knows this right here. When we got 100 yards rushing, we are 10-3. When there's a running back in the backfield for the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes there, we are 10-3. This year we're 2-2 when we get 100-yard rushing. So that tells you that we got to run the rock. Like that tells you that we got to be running the rock. So that tells me in my mind that Andy saw that and he knows he's got to turn that corner. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to turn that page. We can't go back to the Philly days. We can't go back to what we used to do. We got to turn that page. That's what it tells me. That's what I'm hoping for. Because if we can continue to do that and get back to the elements of the West Coast offense, because if you think about the Jaguar game, right? When we were down and we had to go down there, we went on like a 14-play drive or something like that, 11, 12-play drive to get down there, and Patrick scored, right? What was Patrick doing? He was doing the elements of the West Coast offense. He was dinking and dunking. He was getting down that field. He was, you know what I'm saying, doing 5-yard outs, and then these receivers were taking the ball and turning up and getting 5, 10. You know, they were picking up yards. Same thing yesterday against the Detroit Lions. Juju Smith-Schuster only ran like a 5-yard route. You know what I'm saying? But Pat rolled to the right, caught him in the middle of the field. Juju ran for 30. Travis Kelce, he went up, did a hook route, caught him. He shook one man, turned out, got 15 on it. That's what I'm saying Pat needs to continue to do right there. And he has to do that. Andy has to do that. If we're not going to run the rock, we got to do the little things. So then when we take them guys out of the 2 high safety, so when you come back here and you do a play action, somebody can bite on that. Because yesterday, Detroit's linebackers were biting up. They were playing up. And when that happened, that's how you take advantage. Now, the one thing I'm excited about is that we got a quick twitch guy that's on his way back. You know what I'm saying? We got a quick twitch guy that's on his way back who can take those little 5-yard shots and turn them into something.
I heard he's been working out.
Yes,
and he might be even twitchier.
That's what they're saying.
He might be even twitchier. And you know that's a good dude. Made a mistake, made an error, but I can promise you. He feels like he let the team down. I bet you he's thinking some of those losses on him. So he's coming back ready to perform.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go back on one thing you said. I think when Andy came in and said that in the locker room,
Mhm.
I think Andy was talking to the veterans,
Mhm.
right? When he said, I want you to remember how this feel like, because these veterans they're getting older. They may not have a shot to feel like this again. And at the same time, they were ruining their shot to keep that feeling by going, like I said last week, going Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Like Travis last year, I don't care what anybody says, he was carrying a little extra weight because he was doing what he was doing. CJ carrying a little extra weight because he's doing what he's doing. As a professional athlete, I can only imagine that if you didn't take care of your body and you came in and you trying to win games and get in shape at the same time, I imagine that's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
And I know that's on those guys' heart, and that's why I think that Andy and Nagy and these guys can get their attention again.
Okay.
I felt like maybe the coaches lost the guys' attention, and I was putting too much on the coaches last week.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I still think the play calling was garbage, except for last night. But I do think that the players it was all phases yesterday. Coaches, offense, defense.
Yes.
The only person yesterday that's having a bad day today, and even he kind of kicked himself out of it, is Butker.
Yeah. I mean, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you one question. What do you think? Because we said this last stream, the last little Q&A. What do you think about maybe, like we said, bringing in some competition?
Got to.
For Butker?
Got to.
And
Got
then
to.
The other thing is, what do you think about getting some help for Chris Jones to spell him? Because Chris Jones ain't in Chris Jones shape. Let's just be honest. We can see it on the field. We can see it. Okay, Chris Jones, even though he's demanding all these blocks, he's going to get tired down. That means he's going to get tired down when he's got to take on 1, 2, and 3 guys. Okay? So that means he's going to get tired down. And if we're not going to put, somebody else in there who's going to create a push, because Nadi is not really creating a push. He got 1 push the whole entire game. And then they put Lott in there a couple times. But what do you think about us going out and getting another defensive tackle to put beside Chris Jones to help him out so he ain't got to play every stinking down? Because they said he played almost 80% of the downs.
Man, this is going to be hard for me to say. It's going to be hard for me to say. But Chris Jones did this to himself, man.
Okay.
I think you said it last night on the stream. Man, look at Aaron Donald. It seemed like when Aaron Donald became the baddest man on the line, which I think Chris Jones is the baddest man on the line.
Thanks.
It's like his workout and his dedication to being in shape got better.
Yep.
You never seen Aaron Donald come in looking sloppy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if that's how you want to come, if that's how you want to, utilize your offseason and come to work, and they bring somebody in, you can't take offense to it. You just have to take advantage of it, right? If you need to breathe and they bring someone in, it's what it is. And because we play for the Chiefs, right? We don't play for the Jones. So if the Chiefs got to do that for the organization, so we can make sure that we protect him and keep our momentum going, that's just something Beast got to do. Now, if that guy gets in there and starts to show, and your 20-minute break your 20% break turned into 40% break, I mean, you did that. If Lott starts to come on strong and he starts getting some reps, you did that.
Yeah.
Now, Chris Jones is the man, gonna be the man forever.
Thanks.
Right? He's gonna be the man forever. If Chris Jones right here, I'll tell him, I don't know what to do, dog, but you need some help.
Yeah.
And we can't just be the defensive ends got to get there, because that's not happening this year, Chris. We need that middle push. Because his middle push and that middle push helps the defensive ends. I would love to have a team where the defensive end helped the middle push, but that's not how we were built.
Yeah.
So And then on the Butker thing, yeah, man. And last week I was sticking up for Butker like a son of a gun. Got the jersey and everything. Tried to grow my beard out thick. But when you miss the net, dog, when you miss the net, I last night I didn't know he missed the net until this morning. He missed the net.
Yeah.
On an extra point. Something's up.
Yeah.
There may be a little bit of nagging injury. He might be pushing it because he got the big contract.
Mm-hmm.
He might be pushing it because he has kicked us into playoff victories. Mm-hmm. And he may just think that, man, I got to do it for the squad. Everybody's counting on me. But shoot, man, he may need a rest break. Fix whatever's broken.
Yeah.
Because that was telling.
Okay.
I've never seen a kicker miss the net.
Hey, listen. So
have you?
I mean, I think only Scott Norwood in that Bills game back in the day, wide right. Remember that? When the Bills played the Giants for that Super Bowl back in the day?
You know what I mean by miss the net? You know the net behind?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's way back there. He went
the all-state hands.
Yeah.
Like, golly.
But
my boy out there struggling, dog.
But my next thought is, who do you think Beach should go get? If we it don't matter whether it's offense, defense, whatever you think, right? Tell me who you think Beach should at least attempt to go get to help either the defense or the offense, and why? That's what I want.
Well, man, after last night and knowing that we about to get a player back and we haven't activated our rookie running back yet, the way I would like for him to be. I know I'm not an NFL dude, but I would love to see Smith get some carries, not just pass. I would like to see, because man, yesterday that dude's bigger than I thought. He's a little thick. He's a little thick. So I think he could run, 6-7 times a game, catch 6-7 times a game. I'd love to see him get about, 7 totes, 7, 10 catches. That'd be a nice little change of back for Hunt or Pop, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't think we need to do anything on offense. Our receiver, I think we got a gang of tight ends, a gang of receivers. Mm-hmm. We got a running back that I don't want anybody to take his reps. I don't want anybody to take Smith's reps. Mm-hmm. Anybody. Because as a rookie, I think those are reps you're going to have to give up. I want him to get more reps so that when we get to week 18 and after the bye week of the first round of the playoffs, because we're getting the number 1 seed, I want that dude I want him to no longer be a rookie headed into the playoffs. Because I think that dude is a freaking secret bomb that the league's gonna have to deal with. But on defense, man, I think we got to look at the defensive line. I know dude like to grab booties or kiss people on the forehead or whatever. that dude Wilkerson. I don't want to bring cancer into the locker room. But when he was at Miami, he was doing some things.
Oh man!
But I would not like to turn on ESPN and be like, man, the rookie kicker got pent up in the locker room. I do not want the players to go through that. But if there's somebody out there that can give Chris Jones some rest, some rep breaks, I'm with that. I would not touch the secondary at all.
You wouldn't touch the secondary?
Man, unless Ed Reid's out there, because I think it's a complicated system Spags running, where you got to be a Swiss Army knife, and I don't know too many dudes out there that are available.
Okay, and
I think that'll probably. I mean, it's taken us 6 games to get the DBs gelling now.
Yeah, I agree. So my only issue, and this is what I would say, I would like to see them realistically go get another D tackle. I want to see them get another D tackle. I think the edges are okay, but I definitely want to see them go get, if there's a way to go get another, I think Jared Reid is out there. He played for us at one time before. I think, that boy Bell from Cincinnati was out there. Like, I would like to see us go get another, two technique or one technique, one gap guy that can get in there and just stud the line up. You know what I'm saying? Just block it up, clog it. You know what I mean? Tillery came from the Chargers. I like them, but we're not using them. I don't know why, but we're not using them. So I want to see us go get another, 3 or 2 gap technique type of guy that can stud that line up and then can hold him up. And then that way we can start utilizing Bolton in the way we really want to utilize Bolton, which is attacking. Because when we can do that, Nick Bolton is an effective weapon and he's awesome. But I definitely want to see Beach go out. If we're going to do something, I definitely would like to see it done on the defensive side as far as that defensive front. I don't think, like you said, on the offensive side of the ball, I think we got the running backs. I think our running back room is set as far as I'm concerned. I don't see no Kamara. I don't see no Breece Hall because that ain't the issue. The issue is you got to run the rock for them to do anything, period. And then we were struggling with the offensive line. Andy Heck fixed that, which I love the fact that Andy Heck got that offensive line rolling again, got those boys going. And you've seen it, you know what I'm saying, when we actually just commit to it and do it and stick to it, you see this is the kind of outcomes that, we can produce. So I think the offense is set. I think we just need to stop trying to force the ball down the field as of right now. I'm not saying don't take a deep shot and back them up. We can do that, but no team, if you noticed last night, ain't nobody lining up in front of our receivers. They 5-10 yards out. They not lining up on them because they know what's gonna happen. They're gonna get right past them. We're gonna burn them. They know that. So we can't just be, we gotta just take what they're giving us. It's just like when we first started this game against Detroit. We were backed up off of Detroit's wide receivers. They was going up 5 yards and turning around and catching easy. That's what Laporta was doing to Bolton. He just run a 5-yard out, or he run right behind him. We got to do this. We got to just start taking what the defense is giving us. Stop being so greedy. We got to stop being greedy. That's what I'm gonna call it, greed. We got to stop being so greedy.
I think last night showed the squad that I think Nagy, it showed Nagy that he can call better plays. It showed Patrick that he can use all the players, and it showed the players that, hey man, run hard routes, you'll get the route.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine running those the right routes that you want them to run and not get the route. You start to slow down a bit. Yeah. Or like you said, you think you open. And you running these hard routes, and you ain't getting the rock no more. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. I just feel like we got to just stay the course. I really feel this way. My homer level is, I'm always even kill on my homer level. I ain't never up too high, I ain't never down too high. But my homer level right now, and I'm gonna be honest, if we can stick to the script and just continue to build these blocks that we got right here, I really feel like we can run the table. I'm sitting here watching this Buffalo game as we on the screen. I got that over on the up screen. I'm right here, just out on it too.
Yeah.
Buffalo about to lose.
Yeah.
Buffalo about to lose.
They about to lose, man. Atlanta giving them the business right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this, and like I said, there's no dominant team. There's no real dominant team. So when I see that, I'm like, man, we got a perfect opportunity. The Chargers, let's look at the division. The Chargers, they offensive line is hurt, so they not really where they want to be either. The Raiders, they the Raiders. Let's be honest, they the Raiders. Denver, Bo Nick still ain't developed enough yet. Like he still ain't there yet. Now they defense, we ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Now Denver got a hell of a defense, but
man, they got a good D against other teams, and this boy. I'm about to get another 5 points on my homer level. I'm about to go to 82. They are good. They are good, but they not. But they can't play against the Chiefs, man. I remember back when I was watching the Greatest Show on Turf.
Yep.
And the baby Ray Lewis come in town, just up and coming. They got the squad, but man, it is so hard to play physical against a team that you can't catch up to.
Facts.
And I think that the Broncos, I'm not taking anything away from them. I think the Broncos gonna look awesome against everybody but us. And they're gonna look regular against us. And that's that's the opportunity we have this year, being 3-3, is to put together the next 11 games. We got an opportunity to put together a historical offensive team when we get Rice back. Like, we got an opportunity because I don't know, man. My football eye is telling me that if we give Smith the McKinnon playbook, what can a team like Denver do? It's just too many moving parts, man. It's just too many moving parts. Now, if we had a Derek Carr at quarterback, you can guard moving parts, but you got to go with moving parts.
Yep.
And one of those moving parts could be a freaking gnat in the backfield. What can you do with that? And that's the attitude I want not a conceited attitude, but that's the attitude I want the team to have, is be like, man, what can y'all do with this?
Yeah.
And keep your head.
Yeah, honestly, when you put it like that, and then considering that Rice is on his way back, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If we can just stick to the script, run this rock, and make teams have to defend us, make them have to defend us instead of just giving it up, make them have to defend us, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The NFL, they scared. The NFL is scared. Yep. The other 32 teams, they got a reason to be scared. They really have a reason to be scared, because what you just saw last night, the domination that we put on that team, the way we dominated them, you know what I mean, on offense, on defense, like we destroyed the Lions. You know what I'm saying, last night. And
think of it like this. Think of it like this too. We destroyed the so-called best team in the NFL, week 5, week 6, best team in the NFL.
Yep.
With an experiment. Meaning we ain't never done that yet this year. So that's our first time doing that to the so-called best. Can you imagine week 13 after getting this thing all cooked?
Yeah.
Can you imagine what week 13 could look like?
Man.
If we don't do anything stupid like go race people or smack women around. This thing is about to get nasty, dog. We about to send Big Red out, because I do think this is Andy's last year, because he got other things to do with his life than keep winning these bowls. We about to send Big Red out on top. I was thinking about this all day today, dog. We about to send Andy Reid out as the greatest coach in NFL history. Because he about to take a 3-3 squad and win the Super Bowl in dominating fashion.
And that listen, now, when you said it like that, you kind of got my little homerism a lot.
Well, come on up here to this 82.
Man,
come up here to this 82.
It's going up. Hey, we raising the roof right now. But
man, I'm about to be at the rally house in the morning.
You hear me? But yeah, man, I'm a firm believer, man. I'm a firm believer. If we can figure this part out, man, if Andy can stay on this script, man, I really don't see a team being able to beat us. Because even when we go to this running game and we go to the what they call the dink and dunk, right? I call it the West Coast offense, the original version of the West Coast. When we go to the original version of the West Coast, man, this is the one thing that's for certain. We have shown that you can't stop it. You can't beat it. It's been shown. But the thing is, will we stay consistent and continue to do it? Now, if we stay consistent and continue to do it, there's no doubt in my mind that we can run this table. There's no doubt in my mind that we can get back to the bowl. That's what I'm saying. That's what I see. Honestly.
Man, absolutely. I think, man, I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna stream like, man, that dude repeats himself a lot. I'm gonna say it one more time. the reason why we're going to do it, not if we can, but the reason why we're going to do it is because PM15 turned a corner yesterday. He turned a corner yesterday. Man, I'm watching him with his interview after the brawl, right?
Yeah.
And he was just irritated by that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 3 years ago, I said, man, this dude, I was like, thanking the Lord that I'm allowed to see two GOATs, two Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude is daggone Michael Jordan. And what I mean by that is he's going to win. Right?
Yeah.
But it's harder to do that when you got 21 other guys that need to get in line. And it's harder to lead 21 other guys. Mike can lead 11. Yeah. It's hard to lead 53, 52, or whatever the roster is, right? And I saw yesterday that he curbed his enthusiasm for going deep. And I saw him hit the short stuff. And you and I have been saying, Patrick, you do that, sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. And then I saw I'm gonna have to go there. I'm gonna have to go here for a minute.
Okay.
I saw over the past couple years, my man Travis Kelce want to be top dog with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Right. I saw Travis Kelce yesterday get that title back to Patrick. I saw him give the title back to Patrick because I saw Patrick say, nah, dog, this is my squad.
Mm-hmm.
I know people like, man, he saw a lot. I saw a lot yesterday. I'm sitting back like, golly, man, this is what my fears of this season are evaporated because I thought we weren't going to see that. You know, I thought, man, Patrick going to be like, Andy said, go deep. Nagy said, go deep.
Yeah.
Or Petty Pat was going to show up. When Pat threw the little shovel pass to a catchable ball to Pop, and then he came right back at him, I'm like, okay, Patrick's understanding that that's not how you get guys to play for you, Pat.
Yeah.
You got to give him a shot.
So,
But did not Patrick Mahomes make Hollywood look like he'd get a contract?
Man, listen, hey, what we saw yesterday out of Patty, you know what I'm saying? This is the Patty we got yesterday right here. The guy who's shake them haters off. You know what I'm saying? We got to shake the haters off Pat yesterday. And that's what we need to see. Like that's exactly what we need to see because he came out, bro, and he balled. He balled. He balled, man. We saw MVP playoff Pat. We saw, you know, that MVP Pat when he threw 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Right. This is the guy we're seeing right now. But we don't have to throw the ball deep to get it. And that's what I'm saying. And as long as we continue with this, man, I'm going to be honest with you. If we can continue this and just play the way we're playing right now, I really do not see another loss down in the stats column. The only time where I see maybe another loss, and like I told you before, is when we looked at that schedule the other day. The only time I can see us having another loss is when we didn't already locked up the number one seed and we just said, you know what, it's over anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Week 18.
We done. We got our number one squad. We the number one seed.
Shake him off, Patty.
Yeah.
Got Juju stole.
Hey.
Because when Patty scored that touchdown, he shook old boy off and pointed to him.
Yeah.
That dude couldn't he didn't let that go the whole game.
Man.
Branson let that go the whole game. That's why he made sure not to dap him up.
Yep.
Got Juju stole on last night.
Yeah, got Juju got in his grill, got in Juju grill. Man.
Yeah.
But like I said,
because I think Patrick realized, like, man, what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
These cats can't hold me.
And he
I think that's what happened.
He finally realized it. And like you said, it's crazy because when you say, you know, he turned the corner, I'm waiting to see this Oakland game. You know, I'm waiting to see this Oakland game. Before Like, I'm not willing to say we 100% back. We own that track. We there. I'm not willing to go there, but I am willing to say I'm willing to say this. If we can continue down this path, doing what we're doing right now to keep things going, I'm willing to say we can at least make the playoffs for sure. You know what I'm saying? We can at least be a playoff team. That's what
and I guess I'm willing. I guess what I'm saying is, as far as Patrick and his offensive side of the ball, no concern. No concern for the whole year for me.
Okay.
Now, are we going to have to win some 42-45 games?
That might be.
I am concerned about the defense. I'm concerned. It's my first time being concerned about Spags getting the right formula of guys, and it just takes time when you got so much talent.
Yeah,
I'm concerned about that, and I'm really concerned about not just the interior of the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't concerned about that until I saw that Chris Jones may not be ready to go yet. But I've always been concerned since week one that we're not getting any defensive end dominance.
Yeah, no pressure.
Man, we got to get some, we got to get some. I don't even care if you're not getting to the quarterback, but you throwing boys around and getting to the running back when they hand the ball off. Like, you can't be one-dimensional and then that dimension broke.
He said you can't be one-dimensional and that dimension, bro. Oh, man. I mean, I definitely would like to see that we can, we got to get somehow, some way, we got to get pressure off those edges. We're not creating no pressure off those edges. So when Chris Jones is in that middle, man, and he looking to, go attack and hunt, they can force him back into him. You know what I'm saying? Or Chris Jones can push that pocket up there and force them out to the edges, and those edges got to make those tackles. You know what I'm saying? Too many times we've seen where Chris Jones will push the pocket, right?
Yep.
And the D ends, the quarterback run right away from the D ends. We can't have that. Like, that's the thing that we cannot have. You know what I mean? We got to get better when it comes to that. Those D ends, I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, I love Karlaftis. I love his motor. I love the new kid. What is his name?
Oh, Ashton.
I love Ashton. I love a minute but Mike Dana, like they all got their own little, quirks and perks where they can play at. But we got to make sure that those DNs are setting those edges. So when Chris Jones do push that pocket, they run right into him. You know what I'm saying? Or if they do set those edges, that the quarterback has to step up and Chris Jones just gets to eat. You know what I'm saying? And
or don't waste a double. Don't waste a double triple team. Like if they're doubling, tripling Chris, don't waste that, man.
Then both.
Don't waste that. You got the one-on-one, go win. You don't got to win them all.
Yeah.
But you got to win some.
You got You got to win some. When y'all get when those DNs get those one-on-ones, they got to start winning because
they got to win.
For certain is this right here. We're not really putting pressure on teams with our front four. We're only putting pressure when we send those linebackers.
Right.
That is a big deal for me. Like, that's a deal. That's like a deal breaker. But I mean, Spags is making it work. But we putting a lot of stress on our corners, and that's why you see things like Jamari Conner making big mistakes because he planned not to make a mistake in his mind instead of just playing football. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you start thinking instead of reacting, you're already done in football.
Especially on the defensive side.
Yeah. Yes.
Man, Connor's got 14 tackles, 11 solos last night, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
The safety.
That's a problem. He's got to have like 7 tackles, 3 pass breakups, and a pick. That's what I want. That's what I want the stats line to look like. But you got 11 tackles. 11 solos.
Yeah, hey, that's what I'm saying. That's the safety.
And you the last line. So if you would have got a it could have been. Yeah.
Hey, and this is the crazy part. The Detroit Lions, they got those little shifty guys that can do it.
Yeah.
You know
if they would have gotten St. Brown in space,
man, hey,
with a one-on-one,
I'm gonna tell you, St. Brown came through for us. He dropped one, first drop of the year. He came through, but Noah Williams was on him. but he dropped that. You know what I'm saying? He dropped that. But like I said,
I get that way into the rookie.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We always gonna get a props to Reid.
I mean, that would have been. I mean, he's capable of making those catches, but that was a tough ball that got tougher because Noah was on his back.
Yeah, he had to because he had to throw it low. If he'd have threw it high,
it's picked.
I think Noah could have either picked it or deflected. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's those are the things that I see that we're gonna have to figure out a way. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, to do something. Oh, they are all over Josh Allen. Oh, he fumbled too. Josh Allen might be hurt, y'all.
I must be behind you.
Yeah, he got up. But they all over Josh Allen. But this game we just played, man, is hard. This game is like that. It's like we on pause this week. Yeah.
Because we've been fooled a little bit this year. You know, we like, is it real? So I'm thinking I'm over here playing double dutch. When do I get in there? And I gotta see this week.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my homer level significantly raised to 82, I'm at an 82. Okay. I'm at an 82 homer level, 82 out of 100. I gotta see if we do what we're supposed to do to the scrubby squad.
Thanks.
If third quarter is 17-14, Geno with the ball, and it's going to take a Chris Jones strip sack fumble or a Leo Chanel, one hand interception on the sideline, we ain't back.
Yeah, you're right.
We ain't back.
Let me ask you a question real quick though, because I've been seeing all over, like I've been getting a lot of comments in my comment section, right? And people been saying that that the refs love to help the Chiefs, right? And I asked, and I said this to a guy. I said, let me ask y'all this question, and I just want to get your opinion. So when the Patriots was out here putting belt to ass to everybody, they was cheating for time. And we would go into the game and we would lose. We would lose because they would make up fabricate some call. This is what I say. I say, listen, the same way we had to face time and we had to beat time to get past time is the same way these other teams are gonna have to beat us and get past us. Other than that, hey man, I'm like, it's like, to me, I ain't grasping this thing, man. But to me, it's kind of simple. To me, it's like, this is how I feel about that.
What the baby gonna do? Are we barbecuing or are we meal doing?
Like what are we doing here? We just gonna sit around here and cry? Like what the hell's happening? You know what I mean? Touchdown Atlanta.
Man, that dude's gone. Man, here's my yeah. Come get this 4-2. Yeah. Here's my opinion about that. Two things. One, hey man, message to the NFL, right? Message to the other squads, podcast dudes, meaning, the Detroit dudes, the Buffalo dudes that's saying, we getting all this stuff. This is my message to y'all in friendly competition, like no beef, right? But y'all missed your opportunity. Y'all missed your opportunity, man.
Mm-hmm.
For 5 weeks, y'all had the opportunity to bury this squad. But you went out there half-stepping and let these boys regain their footing. And you tripped. When the NFL gave Rasheed White 6 games and we're starting basically 2 rookies on the line, you got to get those games. The league collectively has got to get those games.
Mm-hmm.
See, people smell blood in the water with Baltimore.
Yeah.
And they getting those games, right?
They taking them.
You didn't take the Chiefs game. You're supposed to take that. So now these boys have regrouped, line gelling, Wright's coming back, Patrick turning corners. Most of our flaws are getting fixed. Yeah. We got 2 big flaws that's not fixed yet. And that's our D-line Well, I guess it's just and our kicker. We got two flaws.
Yeah.
Two flaws that could lose us a game. Our kicker and our D-line.
Yeah.
And guess what? B10 boys gonna get that fixed too.
Yeah.
You trip. You played yourself. So that's the first thing, the missed opportunities. And then another thing is to those same dudes I was just talking to via the interweb. I feel you. Because nowhere in the world in the league, in this league, can you go a whole daggone game with no penalties. I feel you. Ain't no way. I saw some penalties when I was like, don't call that. Ain't no way the Chiefs should have gone without a penalty, and there's no way the Chiefs should have had 13 penalties the night before. Now, that's the ultimate makeup call to go. I mean, the swings in this league is so ridiculous, man, that something's got to be done. I don't know how you fix that because human error is going to be human error, but there's no way that we should have had 0 penalties.
I definitely agree with that. I thought that was very flawed, but I knew it was going to be some type of makeup calls that's going to come along with this situation. But also, when you put in the work to be a great or a GOAT, you're going to get benefit of the doubt calls. Okay, you're going to get calls that is going to favor you. When you become a team like we've become, just like the Patriots have become, they became a dynasty. And when you become a dynasty and you out here, putting belt to ass, booty tang style, what happens is you're gonna get some calls. Like you're gonna get some calls. And when you really the face of the league, because that's what Pat is. They want to give it to Josh Allen. They want to give it to this guy. They want to give it to that guy, but nobody can seem to get in that arena with Patrick Mahomes and take nothing from him. He's taking it all. He won it all. So
they trip.
Yeah, like you had an opportunity, but you didn't know what to do with it. So when you don't take advantage of your opportunity, this is what happens. So for all the naysayers and all the people about the Chiefs getting the calls and this and that, listen, tell your team to get their weight up. Okay? Tell your team to get their weight up. Because
that team, the weight is down.
Yeah, we had to get our weight up to face Tom Brady. Tom Brady beat us with a penalty when Chris Jones hit him on the chest. The referee threw a flag, said he hit him in the face, man. Right. Clearly, he hit the man in his chest. Okay, right. We lost games with offside on D Ford when D Ford checked with the referee, and the referee told him it was good. Then 2 minutes later, threw the flag on him. Okay, right. Come on, man. Like we've experienced it too. Like we've seen this. So right. Like don't cry. Like you know what I'm saying. Do not cry. You know what I'm saying. Like this is. I mean, y'all making me feel like this. Do y'all need some milk? Y'all need some milk. You know what I mean? Do y'all need some milk? So that's where it's at. Y'all crying too much.
100% the crime is the worst out of all of it. The refs are the second worst because I don't think we deserve 13 penalties. I think what the league thought was, they would have won that game if they didn't have 13 penalties, so we're going to make it up to them.
Yeah.
And I can't prove that, but that's sure enough what it looked like.
And what it felt like.
Now, I don't think that team would have beat us with the penalties because we had their number last night. Yeah. But I do think that the league is on one sometime for regardless. Watch this. It's 21-7 with 10 minutes to go in this game. Mm-hmm. If I go to bed and wake up, one of the teams won 35-28. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this game potentially is going to be 35-28. Where when I started watching football back when I was a kid, man, if it was 21-7, you go to the grocery store, come back, Cowboys be up 42-7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how these games get close when one team's just dominating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very weird, how the league is officiating these games sometimes because we as fans, we looking at the things and we like, man, what's going on? What's this? What's that? And then you come out here and you see what's happening. You like, what in the world? What kind of play is this? What kind of call is that? And you be like, how are these guys getting these calls, but the other team can't get these same calls?
Right. Same calls.
Yeah, like almost on every play on the offensive side of the ball, right? You can call holding. Almost on every play on the offensive
Right.
side of the ball, you can call holding. And if you wanted to get really ticky-tack, on every wide receiver route that get jammed after 5 yards and get touched, it could
Right.
be interference.
Could be interference.
It could be interference. But they don't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say things like the tush push. You won't allow nobody to push a player to block the field goal, but you allow him to push a player into the end zone and carry him. So it don't make sense. There's certain rules that they're gonna have to make some changes. You know what I mean? And they trying, but like you said, it's human error. It's gonna be human error. But for you to sit up here and just be crying all dang on day, we had to do it too. Like we had to take the lumps. Like we had to take our lumps. Everybody else gonna have to take their lumps the same way we took our lumps. Y'all had the opportunity to snatch it out of our mouth. I had every opportunity to snatch the steak out the mouth and say, "Hey, we gonna it's our time. We're gonna dog walk y'all." Right? Y'all had every opportunity to dog walk us. But guess what y'all chose?
Yeah.
Y'all,
And we're gonna have the opportunity. Mark my words. Next week we're gonna have the opportunity not to cry about it too, because we about to get some bogus calls next week because we didn't get any calls this week, and everybody's screaming about it. We're gonna get some bogus calls. We gonna get an 81-yard touchdown pass call back because my man Taylor head was touching the line. Watch. I mean, they're gonna make it up, and that's the part that takes it away from the fans. Let's say you screwed up this game. Don't try to make it up. Just take the L this game and keep it moving. Like you don't have to make it up for me. Like I don't need my team to get makeup calls. If that makes sense. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here to tell you I had to take that phone call real quick with my brother. But like I said, bro, this just they gotta stop it, man. They gotta stop it. All this crying don't make no sense.
I agree, but I'm at the point now that I'm 3-3. I'm 500. Y'all can cry all you want, because and in a couple more weeks when we finish this experiment, get our boys back.
Yeah,
I care less. It's time to go ahead and get this Super Bowl, because I want the Kansas City Chiefs and I want the city to be an all-time great NFL squad. I want us to have this dynasty. I want our dynasty to pull away from the Patriots, which I think I'm kind of like Nick Wright. I think the Patriots have two dynasties, right? Because they had that 10-year gap in between them. So I'm thinking, I just want that. You cry if you want to cry. You complain if you want to complain, and that's why we play the games, right?
Yeah, no doubt. That's why we play the games. This is why we play the games. You can't say it no better than that. This is why we play the games. I mean, there's gonna be some elements of good. There's gonna be some elements of bad. But like I said, at the end of the day, I didn't understand why everybody harping on the situation. Because it ain't like we didn't have to take our lumps and lick our wounds to get where we are. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else. Just like, listen, this is what kills me. If somebody wants a rule change, I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all get the rule change. For everybody on the internet, everybody on the web, I'm gonna tell you how you get the rule change. Call Josh Allen. Call Josh Allen. Okay? If you want the rules to change, call Josh Allen. Okay? Listen. When Brady had the ball against Kansas City, y'all remember that? Brady had the ball last against Kansas City, right? We lost. Mahomes didn't get to touch the ball. We lost. The Chiefs said, man, we need to change rules. They said, no, sir. This is what the league said to us. They said, no, sir. No, sir. We're not doing that. Okay? That's what the league said to us. All right. The next year, we get the ball. We take it. We get down there. We destroy it. They say, we need the ball back. The league, Josh Allen and them go cry to the league. They say, okay, Josh, We really want you to be our golden boy. So we're gonna change the rules for you, sir. For you, sir, we will change the rules. They changed the rules. Now both teams get to touch the ball in overtime. Okay, great. Then, Josh Allen gets to complain about getting hit in the face. He gets hit in the helmet. He gets touched. He complains every time. Then they want to protect that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how many times do we see this? Like this week, this is the first time we've seen somebody call roughing the pass on Patrick Mahomes in a long time. Aiden Smith, that man, Aiden Hutchinson it took him to take 6 steps, guys. 6 extra steps. Okay? And push that man down. And you see what Patty got up and asked him. You know what I'm saying?
I counted. That was crazy.
Yeah. Patty got up and asked him.
I count the stakes. Yeah.
Patty got up and asked him, hey, what the fuck is that? That's what Patty got up and said. So, come on, man. Like, it's crazy. But like I told y'all, if y'all want some rules changed, call Josh Allen. Y'all want something to happen, call Josh Allen. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Man, I also think it's a little bit of flower state, right? Everybody, these coastal cities, New York, Buffalo and New York. You got the Giants, you got the Jets, then you got the California squads, then you got the Texas squads like the Cowboys. And we forget that these are TV shows, right? For some people. For us, it's a game. You played it in high school, you played it in college. It's a game. It's athletes. But for them, it's a TV show. So I guarantee you, nobody wanted to see us become the juggernaut because they didn't think we had a kingdom. They didn't think we would travel. They didn't think we were going to be able to fill up stadiums. They don't think we'd be able to drive ratings. And now they're learning that all these Midwestern teams can do that. It's not just Green Bay, right? Yep. Shoot, we were in Brazil, man. I thought we was in Arrowhead. There was so many red jerseys. So I think now at the beginning we got no love. Now we're getting love, and now we're getting stale to where they're like, okay, now we need Josh Allen to be. He's got to get one. He's such a good player. He's got to get one. And I'm like, no, you got to go win that, Josh Allen. You can't get one. You got to go take one.
Man, listen, that's what I be trying to tell folks. You got to go take it. If you want it, you got to go take it. You can't we ain't giving you shit. Like, we not giving
nothing.
You shit. We ain't giving you nothing. There's nothing here. We don't have any gifts. Like, there's no gifts here.
Because I'm going to name a couple quarterbacks. I'm just going to rapid fire. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay. They wanted to get one in Stafford.
What?
Because, he wasted 12, 13 years in Detroit.
Yep.
He signed those contracts. He could have been in L.A. 8 years ago.
Thanks.
They want to give – this a newcomer to the block. Boy, they want Bo Nix to be cold.
They want Bo Nix to be something special so bad.
They want Bo Nix to be special because they want that Denver market. They want that Mountain State. Yeah. They want Herbert. They want Justin to be cold.
Oh, they
want
they on Herbert. They on Herbert so tough, bro. They on Herbert so tough.
Trevor. They want Trevor to be cold.
Yeah.
I tell you, person they don't want to win. Baker Mayfield.
Yep, you're right. You're right about that.
They're afraid of what Baker gonna say at the Lombardi acceptance speech.
Man, they know exactly what Baker gonna do.
Baker gonna start telling all the secrets. Yeah, it's rigged. We got a script.
Man, Baker gonna break it down. They know what he gonna do. They know Baker gonna get in there and cook like this. They know Baker gonna be in there and cook like that. They know exactly what Baker gonna do.
That's gonna be Baker right there.
Yeah,
shades and all.
Man, seasoning it up the whole nine. They know what they're gonna do. But
and next one up, that's about to get unnecessary love because I like him, but he got to earn it.
Yeah,
because he's a big market. Dart and Scatterboo about to become Kelce and Mahomes
in New York.
Watch how many State Farm commercials you see with those two, because they got a big market.
They got that market. They definitely got that market. But this is what all these other teams are forgetting about. Is what we got. This is what they're forgetting about right here. This is what they're forgetting about right here. Look at that. Reality. That's what they're forgetting about. That reality right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's called a disruptor.
Yeah.
Every now and then, there's one dude that shows up out of nowhere, and your boy's messed up, right? I think Big Market Chicago had a shot. I think Jared should have got the hometown boy, but he was Dak for life.
Yep.
And then he fell to this old Cowtown, this old Kansas City, this old armpit of America.
Man.
And now y'all realizing that, boy, KC not a bad place to be.
Not at all.
And that's why I want us to win so bad. I want it for the players, but I want it for the city so much because I get so sick and tired of flyover state, country, Bamas. I get so sick of that.
Hey, they love to say that. This we country, we hee haw. You know what I'm saying? We got cows, and you know what I mean. They talk all that. They talk all of that mess, man. They talk all that mess. But we continue to do the same thing when they come talking. We continue to keep doing this right here, booty tanking their ass. We continue to keep booty tanking their ass and got them mad and crying. I'm just saying that's what we do.
Because there's still some people in this world that never even heard of burn ends.
Yeah,
let that sink in. They still don't know what burn ends a delicacy. You know what they're talking about? Throwing the burn ends away. That's why we telling cats, y'all out there throwing the burn ends away. You're supposed to eat that. Put that on a bun. Put some sauce on it.
Man.
Serve that at the picnic. What you doing?
Man, I'm telling you. But man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this stream up, bro. But
this was a tough stream.
Yeah.
This was a tough stream because I like the streams with my Homer levels under 50.
Hey, what's up? Sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying? Listen, sometimes we feed off each other because, I'm always even kill on my Homer level. But you brought me up a little higher today, just, you know what I'm saying?
But you haven't given a number yet. Well, what's the number? What's the number?
Listen, all right, listen, I'm going to be honest. You got me up to about a 65 right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
Yeah, you got me up to a 65 because
that's big.
Like, when you told me, like, it really turned when you said, Pat showed a different side. He elevated himself and he turned that corner. And I started processing that. I'm like, yeah, like he did. You know what I mean? I'm like, and then I start thinking, man, she gonna come back? Oh man, that's that quick twitch in the middle that we lost with Tyreek. Because Rashid can take those and go. You know what I'm saying? I still don't.
No, we got
Royals ain't in the game though, but
we got quick twitch in the middle.
Yep.
We got quicker twitch in the backfield.
Yep.
We got daddy long legs. That's worthy. That stride. And if Royals turn out to be another quick twitch,
man.
Yeah.
And
last night when I was watching the game real quick, I said, I've been crying for Royals to get on the field. But I'm cool. I'm cool right now, right? Because if we didn't get him in there before Rashid come back, I Rashid need the reps to get up to speed.
Yep.
I don't know if we can get both of them going at this time. What do you say?
Man, I believe we can for one simple fact. I'm going to tell you why I think we can. Because we got to understand Rashid's going to be in the game and he's going to be up to speed, but he's also going to take a break. He's going to get a break. So when he gets out there on that break, that's when we need to see Roy. Like when he takes that break, we take out one fire and we put in a little bit of more lightning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where there's smoke, there's gonna be fire. So when Rashid in there smoking them out, when they think, oh man, whoo, all right, he off the field, we need to put in that fire. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. That's why I believe it can work, but I need Andy to start incorporating this kid now. So when we get further down this road, it'll be way more easier for us to just come in and put Rashid Rice in, put Royals in, Hollywood out there. We can go for a while and really start destroying people. And because you got to realize that's where we're gonna have to proceed this offense too. For the simple fact, Kelce's gone. after this year. I'm just telling you, Kelce's gonna probably be gone after this year. You know what I'm saying? And even if he ain't gone, his role is gonna diminish even more. So we're gonna need some guys to go inside there and have that quick twitch and do their thing. Why not right now get Royals acclimated to that situation? So for next year, we don't have to sit back and struggle and wait to see what happens.
That's a good point. Long-term planning, that's a good point, because I think we're going to lose Hollywood too, because he's getting up there. He's got to go somewhere else to get his money. So we're probably going to lose Hollywood. So you got a point there. You're right. We got to get the reps up. And 6 games, missed opportunity to get the reps. We missed opportunity. Now we got to figure it out. You know,
yeah, we're gonna have to now. But I mean, I believe that if there's anybody who can figure it out, is this coaching staff with what we got right now. We can figure it out. Like I said, Andy, stick to the script, man. The sky's the limit for the Chiefs, man. That's where my homer's at. I'm at that 65. If Andy sticks to the script, you know what I'm saying? If Andy sticks to the script, you know what I mean? I'm like,
welcome to this homer life.
Huh?
I'm writing it down. So you had a 65. I'm at an 82. 65. I'm at an 82. So. So I guess we'll be in a Super Bowl at 100 when we get to 100.
When we get to that bowl, we're gonna be at 100, no doubt. But see,
man, I appreciate you.
Man. I always appreciate you coming through, bro, all the time, man. I appreciate all the love. I did get that trademark. I'm waiting on it to finalize, and then we ready.
It's time for some merch.
Yes, sir.
All right, holla at you.
Yep.
Oh, real quick.
Yep.
You see, my Bears just picked off because that's who we beat in the Super Bowl, the Chicago Bears. I got the Chicago Bears figuring it out. So marinate that on a little bit. We'll talk about it later.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about that one. We're gonna talk about that.
We'll talk about it later.
Bet,
all right, see you.
All right, bro. Yep.